Okay, we are back with some quick math. We are doing some cubic functions. This is grade 12 content. This is in preparation of paper 1. Okay, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment if there are things that maybe I explained that you didn't understand or that you want me to re-explain, or maybe certain content that I haven't covered that you still want me to do. Leave a comment and share the videos as well. Okay, so let's look at this. 10.1, what is the y-intercept of the graph? 10.2, the x-intercept of the graph. So obviously eventually we're going to draw this function, and in order to be able to draw it, you are going to need to know your x-intercepts, your y-intercepts, your turning points, your points of inflection. All of those must be shown on the drawing. So they're helping you out here by telling you, okay, find all of these things. Okay, so let's do this quickly. Y-intercept, obviously that's going to be where x is 0. So to get your y-intercept, we know that x has to be 0. So we're going to say f of 0. Okay, so that's going to be 0 cubed minus 12 times 0 plus 13 times 0. So all of that's just going to give me a 0. So this coordinate over here, 0, 0, that is nicely our y-intercept. Okay, how do you find your x-intercept? We make y 0. So in order to find our x-intercept, so let's say x-intercept, we know that y has to equal to 0. So what is y? Let's just go back here. Y is this whole thing. So that is y. That has to equal to 0. So we'll say 0 is equal to minus, or x cubed, rather, x cubed minus your 12x squared. And then we have the plus 36. Okay, so it's plus 36. So now what do we do? 36x rather. We have to go and factorize this. So this is actually an easy one because we don't have a constant. So this is there's a highest common factor, in fact. So there's something that goes into each of them. And what is that? It is x. So we'll start by taking out x as our common factor. We open our bracket. Divide the first term by x. It's going to give us x squared minus the second term divided by x is going to give us 12x. And the 36x divided by the x is just going to be 36. Okay, so that's nice. So if there was a constant, then you know you have to figure out your first bracket, right? So the calculator gives us that first bracket. We should hopefully know how to do that. Then once you have the first bracket, you come up with your second bracket. You generally do synthetic division in order to get that second bracket. Okay, so here, because this was easy enough, we could take out x as a common factor. We already have our second bracket. We're skipping that whole synthetic division thing, right? Now what we're going to have to do is to factorize our trinomial over there. So let's see. This x is here. That trinomial, we're going to go with x and x because it's a basic trinomial. So we're going to write down the factors of 36. I'm going to put it over here and see which of the factors can get me that 12 that's in the middle there. So 1 and 36, can 2, yeah, 2 and 18, 3, 3 and 12, 4, 4 and 9, 5, no, 6, yes, 6 and 6. Those are all of the factors. Which combination of factors can get me my middle term, which is a minus 12? That combination. So I'm going to go with 6 and 6. I need a negative 12, so it has to be minus 6 to get my minus 12. Our constant over here, this thing there, is a positive, so we know we need same sign, so we've got all of that. We are trying to find the x-intercept, so we'll say this one over here, x is equal to 0, and we'll say this one over here, x minus 6 equals 0. Take this, we add 6 on both sides, so that will end up being x equals to positive 6. Now, we can see that this one will produce the same x equals positive 6. So you should already know, if two of our points over here are the same point, then that is also a turning point. Okay, so we haven't drawn it yet, but because you see two of them are the same, you know that there's going to be a turning point over there. So what have we done so far? X into y-intercept by making x 0, solving for that in our equation, and then x-intercept by making y 0. This one was easy enough. We just took out a common factor, and then we had our second bracket, and our second bracket is a trinomial, which could be factorized. Let's just maybe mention this. If the trinomial over here, after synthetic division, right, if that trinomial can't be factorized, you try use the quadratic formula. If you use the quadratic formula and you find two answers, great. If you find one answer, also okay, we know it's a turning point. If you find no answers when you've tried to factorize the trinomial, That means you only have one x-intercept of your function. Okay, let's stop this video here. Next video we'll continue with the rest of the graph.